What up?
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back to Wilson for Real. Shout out to the Real Squad.
Squad up, squad up, squad up. Get it, Real Squad. Oh. If you would like to be part of the Real Squad, please click the subscribe button, like and comment, and click the bell.
Boop.
For notification.
What's up, y'all? Hey, we back. Y'all already know what today is. Today is Taco Tuesday.
You got a remix?
Yeah. Hey, y'all, we back with Taco Tuesday. We ain't in the car today, you dig? We took it back to the original.
Take it back.
We got a nice little spread. Nachos, tacos. You know how we do it. Got the Sam's water on deck. Got the Ortega. Shout out to Ortega. Not sponsored, but, you know. Let's go ahead and say Grace. Grace.
This chip gonna get on my nerves. Okay.
We got to do a thumbnail. Wow. Amazing. What's up, babe?
Did you say Grace?
I said Grace first, but we could do it again if you kind of Grace. So there's two Graces.
Grace.
Grace Jones. What's up? What y'all up to? We just out here on these chips. Man, we've been on the struggle bus with YouTube. We've been watching more videos than making videos.
That's horrible. We still make them every week, though.
We still make them every week. We consistently doing something weekly. We just not doing nothing daily. And I see it ain't just us, though. A lot of people hitting that little, I need a break point. And then some people like trying to switch their stuff up, experimenting and stuff.
Yeah.
We ain't doing no experimenting. We gonna give you a mukbang. We gonna give you some vlogs. We're gonna try to do more vlogs.
We still are experimenting a little bit.
Yeah, we are, but
We still giving you a mukbang, you know.
But we ain't going like so far on the deep end that we like losing. Some people is in the lab for real. But shout out to you though.
But then some people be doing the same exact thing.
Consistency.
Now spice it up enough. Same exact. But guess who watched the same exact thing?
Man.
Sour cream is good.
So we're wrapping up spring break with the kids. Daddy was home with them.
Because my spring break was the week before.
And boy, was it an adventure. But I'm still like back and forth from work. Sometimes I have to go in, sometimes, majority of the time, I don't. So I've been catching up on the George Floyd case. You know what, babe? You ain't been watching it, but
Give me a recap.
I can't. Yeah, I can just talk a little bit because I've been in and out. I ain't consistently watched it, but the prosecutor has really been setting this case up real good because to me the star witness has been the police chief because he's an expert on policies and procedures for the police department. He was the one that fired the police officers.
Oh, okay.
And like the history of the police chief, he started off as like a cadet and literally worked his way up through the ranks. And he wrote a lot of the standards that he holding them accountable for. You know what I'm saying? So the prosecutor is setting up the case real good it's almost a slam dunk for real. Because if he don't get convicted,
but you know we say that a lot.
I know, man.
That's why I be like, just let me know what happened, because Trayvon Martin and all them other cases was devastating.
But the chief is really laying out the case that this was murder, and this wasn't what they're taught in the academy.
Now I have seen that.
So I'm grateful for that, but it ain't all been good. It was like they was trying to put George Floyd drug addiction on trial too.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when they try to assassinate the character of the victim. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the defense was trying to make it seem like he had a heart attack. But
no.
The doctor though, he a good witness too. The doctor, he testified, and he basically was saying this brother died because he wasn't getting no oxygen.
Basically, for 9 minutes. It wasn't like it was one. First of all, it should have been none.
Right.
Period. But for 9 minutes, bro, nah.
Crazy. Yeah. So, you know, it's just been a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I really had to take the kids to a couple of little places. We didn't just sit at home. We had a good Easter. Hanging with family. It was good to get out.
And be outside.
Be outside with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Because
everybody social distance outside.
it was over my mother-in-law's house. And she got a decent sized like driveway.
And lot.
And so people were able to, you know, they brought out chairs. We had bubbles for the kids. You could tell people was just happy to see other people outside of the people that's in their house.
Yeah, even people were driving, slowing down, like, what they doing? Kids was playing with bubbles. I'm talking about old school playing. Like, oh, a bubble machine. Oh, we got a bubble maker.
Yep, bubbles and wagon rides up and down the street and
water guns.
Water guns. It was just like a 1980s good time.
It really was.
Good food. We did good.
Mm-hmm. And you know what else I don't like? A lot of people are pressuring people to get the vaccination. I feel like it's your choice.
Yeah.
The generation that's between 20 and 30 don't want it.
Yeah.
So, but if that's the case, you don't want it in your own house.
And somebody made a good point though, because they were I forgot where I was reading it out. They trying to do like a vaccine passport or something like that.
Yeah.
And so a lot of Republican governors are like totally against it or whatever. But somebody brought up a valid point, like when it comes to getting certain jobs, you gotta have a tuberculosis test.
Yeah.
Or a TB shot or something.
You gotta get, you gotta get a TB test.
So,
what's the
that's
difference?
a vaccine that people have to have. Matter of fact, I think you have to have
tetanus shot. No, that's something different.
Yeah.
That's every 10 years.
Yeah, I'm talking about tuberculosis. But I think to enroll in college, you have to have a TB shot.
You gotta have a vaccination card to enroll in college. You have to have vaccines. So what people need to understand is every 100 years, every century, there's a pandemic. Before 2020, I was reading about the last pandemic, which was the Spanish flu. Doctors kept saying, there's a pandemic coming. It happens every 100 years. We had polio, Spanish flu. The chicken pox wasn't a pandemic, but in our era, so if you was born in the 80s, everybody had the chicken pox before 10.
And it's good if you get the chicken pox, because if you don't want to get
But these kids not getting it because they got a vaccination.
Yeah.
We didn't have that.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't want to get
the shingles. If you get the chicken pox, you gonna get the shingles. You got the
the little strand.
you got the strand in your body.
So we gonna get shingles?
Not necessarily, but you can.
I heard shingles hurt, bro.
They do hurt.
They said it hurt like 10 times worse than chicken pox.
Mm-hmm.
It was like growing up, we was just waiting to get it.
And then if you got it and you had a sibling, you and your siblings just had it together because your parent had to take off. You ain't go to school for like a week. This is like almost similar.
They got a vaccine for chicken pox.
Our kids ain't never had it. Yeah, they get that in. So the vaccinations,
I didn't know.
like when you pull it up, they got chicken pox, polio. I can't think of everything. Malaria.
You know you old win. I thought chicken pox was just something all kids gonna get.
Nah, they don't get it anymore because it's a vaccine for it.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
You know, so the vaccine is going to protect you against it.
But I think a lot of the people that grew up in the...
We don't need the vaccine because we had it, so...
I'm saying I think a lot of people that grew up in the little era where they was doing experiments on people, just... They got everybody else shook and skeptical and...
Well, black people wasn't going to take the vaccine unless everybody was taking it. No lie. Because of the syphilis experiment. You got that was 40 years. It wasn't 10. It was from the 40s to the 80s, to the 70s. Something like that. And they didn't treat them. Everybody was told, I think, that they had syphilis, but they didn't. And they didn't treat them. They wanted to see what happened.
Well, this was... I mean, we wasn't even getting tested because there wasn't no test by us.
So it was just crazy. I don't know the exact terms, but that's why everybody is always nervous because they told them they were getting treated and they had. So the difference is you just need penicillin. They had penicillin. They just ain't give it to them.
It was like a little secret.
Yeah. And I don't think...
Where was Charles Drew? Was he still alive then?
I doubt it.
Where was Ben Carson?
He probably was a little kid. But yeah, it's... That's why we was leery about it. But when we seen everybody was getting it, more people was prone to get it. And then my scientific background came to play. I'm like, look, the only way we going to combat coronavirus is if you take a vaccine. But I just don't think, if you take your vaccine, that's cool. Don't be trying to pressure everybody else to take theirs. Because if you was somebody that just worked from home, I think they ain't even telling them to go back to work yet. People still don't have no date. So he still goes to work. So Terry's is different. But
my company does. My company that I work for, the offices are closed. But
so if you one of them people, you might could ride it out till it's time to go back to work, and that's fine.
Shoot, what's the name? What was it? Twitter? Was it Twitter? They off indefinitely. They ain't never going back.
Who?
Twitter.
That's it. That's it.
I think it was Twitter and Google.
I need to work for them.
Yeah, I mean, but they tech, so
they don't need to.
Yeah, a lot of their stuff can be done. Majority of their stuff can be done remotely. But one thing I am tired of due to this pandemic is Zoom. All right, I'm zoomed out. But I will say it is definitely convenient because I can go to back-to-back meetings versus before I would have to drive here, drive there, and then maybe miss this meeting. And then be away from my family.
Yeah,
at least I'm able to be at home. I'm still in a meeting, but Daddy at home. You know. I ain't been using as much gas either because I've been at home.
Yeah, my miles is down. On my car.
The mileage is down.
I forgot the jalapenos. I knew it was something.
This taco fire though. Y'all should be eating this taco. You dig?
Yeah, and the pandemic has let you know what's important. That's how happy everybody was yesterday. Cause we ain't been around each other.
Nope.
Even for Christmas.
Even for some funerals.
Yeah.
We had family members pass away. We couldn't go to the funeral because one, it was limited capacity. But two, you trying to make sure the kids safe, you safe, and it just wasn't feasible because we wasn't in normal time. You know?
Yep.
And people need to pump their brakes. A lot of people get vaccinated, but
people is out here.
Not over.
Woo! When I say, okay, we was with family yesterday, the parks was packed.
Yeah.
I'm
on
like,
top of each other.
I would have, if I ever pull up somewhere and I feel uncomfortable, fully vaccinated or not, I'm not going.
Yeah. People out here. Like, you can start going places and doing things, but don't act like we regular.
It's not regular.
And I honestly think moving forward, especially during flu season, masks should be mandatory, period.
My mask I don't know when I'm gonna take mine off. Like, if I'm at work during the fall and they say masks aren't required, my mask is still going to be required. So I don't know how people gonna work on that at schools and stuff.
Yeah.
And people still don't know their boundaries. Like, it's a pandemic. Get out my face.
Give me 6 feet. Get away.
We literally just start hugging our family again.
You're too close.
Literally.
I still do this hug though.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think everybody do.
Like, I turn my face. I'm here with it. Hey, how you doing? Then you look at them.
After you bag up 6 feet.
This the move, y'all. Hey.
I think everybody
Hand sanitizer.
was fully vaccinated though, except for like 2 people. So it be like kind of, you the one who not fully vaccinated, so you need to make sure you careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we also need to say, because you fully vaccinated don't mean it's still people getting sick.
One thing I am impressed with though, fingers still crossed, the school that our kids attend been doing very well with keeping the kids safe. It ain't really been no issues at they school to where they had to shut down or it was an outbreak or. Now it is controlled because it's only a certain amount that's at the school, but I still think it's a fair amount for us to be in a pandemic in the school.
Yeah.
And I mean, the procedures, they holding it down with the procedures and all that. Like, the kids eat breakfast in the class.
Breakfast
They
in the
eat
class.
breakfast in the class
but
and
they
lunch
eat lunch
in the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria.
But
because the
still
teacher need a break.
But it's still not all the kids in there.
Yeah, it's 2 grades per time at a time, I think. Or it might be 1 grade.
And then they after school program don't have as many kids as it normally does.
Nah, it's like 30.
But they doing a good job, man.
Yeah, they are.
Shout out to y'all.
And shout out to, just know if you, well, you can't walk around in the school anyway, but it looks different. Nobody is on top of anybody. Everybody is spaced out. Your child needs to just be following directions. Like
our kids are actually better at this than I expected.
Yeah, much better.
They be on me sometimes. We went to IHOP Thursday, Wednesday. I had my mask down because I was comfortable sitting at our table, but it wasn't a lot. The restaurants do good at keeping certain tables like designated for people to not sit at, and I think it was probably like 6 people in the area where we was at. But every time a lady came, I kind of still had my mask down, which I should have had it up. My son was like, "Daddy, when the lady comes back, you need to have your mask up." I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm tripping. Thanks, son."
And then, see, he probably, when I'm there, I don't take my mask off until I eat or drink. I don't even take it off. It'd be like, yes, I do. I take it off. When my food comes, the mask goes off. Eat for however long, and I put it back on.
I took mine off as soon as I sat down.
Ooh.
I looked at my surroundings. I'm like, we good. And like, man, that thing, boy, you can't breathe in that thing for real.
I can breathe in my...
I be ready to fall out. I be like...
That's why you gotta find a man.
I was like, where's the asthma pump? And I don't even have asthma.
That's another thing that's important. When your kids going to school, don't send them to school with a mask, as in one.
Yeah, you gotta have.
And you need to see which ones they prefer.
Yeah, test them out.
Yeah, because my oldest, he prefers the surgical. The younger one prefers the cloth.
What's that noise? Freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But man, we done bashed Taco Tuesday. Make sure y'all being safe. But make sure y'all, if y'all have been in the house, you know, make sure you kind of get out a little bit though.
Yeah.
You know,
get out a little bit.
Good for your sanity.
Wear your mask though.
Wear your mask. You know, a good thing to do, and we did this when we was kind of on lockdown. We drove around a lot. It's cool to just drive around because you mess around and discover some place you ain't even know existed right around from where you live.
Yep.
You know, so just do some things and clear your mind.
Go to a restaurant and take your food home. They got masks on. It's required.
Or find a restaurant that has outside seating. It's warming up now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But sometimes it be too many people outside.
Yeah. You just got to try it out. And if you feel uncomfortable, just leave. They won't be mad. I don't think they'd probably be upset that, you know, but just be like, hey, I'm out of here. We can't do this.
Yeah.
You know. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Wilson's for real.
And Curls Love Makeup.
And Curls Love Makeup. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and of course right here on YouTube. And until next time, before I go, hey, the summertime is coming around. T-shirts are on sale. www.wilsons4real.com. And if you got a custom idea, you know, hit me up in the inbox and say, hey, can you make this type of shirt for me? You know, we're getting ready for the family reunion season as well. You know what I'm saying? Holla at the Wilsons for Real T-shirt shop. Let us do business. Let's do business together. But until next time, we're going to holler. We out this thing. Peace.